Greetings, learners. Welcome to these last 2 weeks of our fall term. Kind of crazy. These 8-week terms just go so fast. I can't even handle it. But last 2 weeks, the focus of week 7 is civics and economics, which is often not something we think about in elementary education. But it's important that we lay the foundation for these two topic areas in elementary education so that when students get to high school, it's not all brand new. All right, so this video and puzzles, number 1, sorry, it says quizzes. Then we're going to be doing an assignment called Annotated Constitution, which is a little complicated, so I'm going to explain it. Then you'll be checking out a resource called iCivics, which I love and is fantastic when you're just getting started teaching or when you have a sub. And then you have a week 7 reading and discussion. This is your last one, so enjoy it, embrace it. And then one more lesson sketch this week on economics before we dive into a full lesson plan next week. All right, so the annotated constitution there are 2 major parts to this assignment. One is pretty straightforward, and that is answering questions about the Constitution. The second is watching videos and then annotating that Google Doc. It's very important this assignment be done in a Google Doc, and it's also very important that you share with me either edit access or comment access, because if I have only view access, I won't be able to see all of your work. All right, let's dive into Brightspace, and then I'll show you some examples. Here we are in Brightspace in week 7. These are the directions for the annotated constitution. So this is meeting a new requirement. Well, I say new, but it's about 4 or 5 years old, just like in the midst of the pandemic, from the state of California, that elementary education undergraduate programs include Constitution in our courses. And so this is one of the ways that we are covering and teaching the Constitution is in this class. So you're going to make a copy of this Google Doc. The first thing you're going to do is answer the questions about the Constitution, and then I'll explain the second thing. So let's go into, so when you open the assignment, it's going to give you this Google Doc, and again, please do in the Google Doc. This link is to the National Archives of the Constitution. Remember that you can use Control F or the find to find answers to things. That's absolutely okay for this. You're going to put your answers here on the right. Please change the font and all that stuff. That's college level writing. If you copy and paste, everything should be changed. So you're going to fill all this in. And then once you've filled all that in, you're going to go, this link here on Brightspace is to C-SPAN Classroom, which is a wonderful resource for teaching government and U.S. history and world history. And this is their annotated constitution. And so when you click on any of these blue sections, it will pull up videos, and these are like primary sources for the government. And so you would watch one of these videos, and then you would describe what that looks like, attaching that to the right place in the... All right, so here the student has put in all the answers. I don't want to show you too much of that, but then she collects. So she watched a video, the writ of habeas corpus, and then she writes what that video was about. Okay, same thing here. So that's what you're going to do, and that's why it's important that I have either comment or edit access, because sometimes I won't be able to see your comments. Is to create an account on iCivics. It's free. You're going to log in as a teacher, because you're a teacher. Then you're going to review one whole lesson. You can pick the grade level and the content that's interesting to you. And then the text submission box, you're going to tell me about. All right, here's the link to iCivics. Again, you want to log in as a teacher. And it looks like you actually don't have to log in anymore to get the resources. They used to be very particular. So it looks like you do not have to create an account. And then you can pick the grade level that you want. But let's say these are all going to be older grades. So you weren't going to find any kindergarten lessons here. But let's say I want an elections lesson. These are different lessons that are related, and I will open one of them up, and I will review the whole... See, I do have to sign in. Gotcha. You're going to sign in, create an account as a teacher, free, read through the whole lesson, look at all the resources for this one lesson, and in the text submission box on Brightspace, tell me the lesson, what it included, what the students did, what the teacher did. So pretty sizable paragraph, like 5 to 8 sentences, pretty good chunk on that lesson. The next task is the text, which is the reading and discussion. So it's all of chapter 11 and then just part of chapter 12, answering these 2 questions. And again, I believe this is your last reading and discussion. All right, so make sure you say goodbye because this is the last time you'll be meeting with your group. And then you're going to do a lesson sketch. And this lesson sketch is going to be on economics. I have some resources to get you started. But before we dive into that, a reminder. Using ChatGPT, using Gemini, using School's AI, using any generative AI to create your lesson is plagiarism. Using Teachers Pay Teachers is plagiarism. Do not do it. It's not worth getting put on academic probation by plagiarizing. So your own work. This is important. You want to be a teacher. You have to start on the ground. And remember that you will get to is the lesson sketch. This is the task. You make a copy that will get you a copy of the document. Let me show you some examples. Actually, so if you click on the assignment here, there are a bunch of links, okay, to different resources you can use, or you can find your own resources that can help you, or you can make something up. Maybe you're a parent and there's something you do that would transfer into a classroom. Whatever you want to do that's got an economics lens. And again, if you do this after the book, that will help. All right, so here is an example of the economics lesson sketch, and it is stellar. We've got all the standards, all the materials, what the teacher's doing and the student's doing, what is in the learning environment to help diversified learners, detailed instructional strategies, and detailed rationale. So important. Look at this, okay? It's really important that I get a good understanding of what your lesson is. So it should not be 2 or 3 sentences. It should be pretty sizable. And I know that means that when you do the full lesson plan, it's going to be 4 or 5 pages. And that's true. Yes, it will. But if you decide to go be a teacher, you have to submit lesson plans to the state. So all of this is helping you get prepared for that. All right, that's it for week 7. I hope you have an absolutely fabulous week, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.